What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to G Miles World Podcast, and today we're going to be talking about the Monday Night Football game, Week 7, the Patriots and the Bears. It was a disgusting blowout. It was actually one of the worst losses I could remember with the Patriots for a while, but that wasn't a deal that was really concerning to me. It was the Mac Jones situation. Now, Mac Jones looked awful. I know he's coming off injury, but I told you guys, if you guys follow me on social media at G Miles World, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, you guys would know I like Zappe. I think Bailey Zappe is a really good quarterback. Well, not really good, but I think he has the potential to be. And I explained why and the differences between the two. Like the first time that I saw him play, it's like, if you guys remember when I talked about Taylor Heineke, right? And I was very concerned that they would go out and get somebody else to start, like Carson Wentz, because although he was an XFL quarterback, he knows how to play the game, and it doesn't really matter. Like, I understand, like, certain people have a knack to be suitable for the game. You know what I'm saying? And these guys, like Bailey, it's the confidence level. Like, these players play at a different type of level when put in a situation, as opposed to people that, have more experience and are better, like Mac Jones. He's supposed to be better, but he's not. Something's going on with him, and I think Bill Belichick is just done. I think Bill Belichick is like, yo, listen, he pulled him out after 3 series, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a really, if that's not a sign that something's going on, I don't know what is. Because remember, Bill Belichick has always had a history of removing people immediately, like super fast, bro. Like, dude, he's just like, look, you know what? Oh, you did. Oh, okay, you're done. Like, it's not even anything else that goes with it. So right now, if you guys were able to watch the post-game conference, it was hilarious because he's like, it's too early. He also said that they intended to play both of them. Pretty much Mac Jones is coming off injury and things like that. So everything was kind of like wishy-washy with Bill, but you're not going to get anything out of Bill Belichick. Like, his responses are so mum. Like, it's like, okay, you don't know what's really happening. You have to go based on the visual. So when you see that you get blown out 33-14 at home, something is going on. Something's happening where we need to actually take a look at it. And we know what's going to happen. We already know that. Like, everybody that's watching the game knows that Mac Jones, he probably would be playing for the Indianapolis Colts next season. Like, he's just not going to be there, in my opinion. Now, I don't know how they're going to work out his rookie contract, all that stuff. Like, dude, I don't know about all that, but I'm going to tell you this right now. The way that he looked yesterday, even coming off injury, and the fact that, the amount of touchdowns that he had, over 25 yards and stuff like that, like Zappe has already done that in 2 games. Like, he's not the guy. I don't know if he's the guy overall that everybody thought he was going to be. People thought that he was the most, NFL ready quarterback, but a lot of people make mistakes with things like that because you look at someone that's in a certain system and it makes sense with the transition, but not everybody is right. A lot of us didn't see a lot of what came out of current quarterbacks that are playing right now. So this is a very dangerous situation for the Patriot fans, and I saw a lot of them looking really sad. I got news for you. I don't want to be the Grinch on Christmas, bro, but there's a lot more of that coming. Because you got to remember, although Tom Brady is struggling right now with the Buccaneers, you're not going to get another Tom Brady for a while. You're not going to get, before you get another Tom Brady, Bill Belichick will either retire or Robert Kraft is going to fire him. Because it's just not going to happen. The quarterback position is so difficult to replace that, people really think that they have something. Just imagine this, right? Belichick actually wanted to get rid of Tom Brady for Jimmy Garoppolo. And we're seeing how awful Jimmy Garoppolo is. Look at Russell Wilson. Right in the preseason, they extended his contract. He's awful. Now, Nathaniel Hackett is also the worst coach I've ever seen in my life. But, as a quarterback that has some type of skill, you still have to look better than the way that Russell Wilson has looked. So my point is, people make mistakes on the quarterback position all the time. So this is not something that's surprising. What's surprising is what the score was. Okay, that's the major situation that's going on. The score was just out of control. All right, now the Patriots fell behind 10-0 in the first quarter. We all know that, right? Zappe comes in, and then he's like, it's a back-to-back touchdown drive. You know what I'm saying? So it's 14-10. Everything is looking good, and then everything falls apart. Everything falls apart right away. But my point about that is the way that Zappe came in. You see, like, it's certain type of guys that when they're inserted, you see a difference in the way that people are responding to them. We saw a difference in the way the team responded to Zappe, right? I know I did. They don't want Mac Jones. And it's very, very obvious that they just don't. So I don't know how we're going to work it out. I don't know what's going to happen with it. But like my gut feeling is Mac Jones is done with the Patriots. Because I think right now, because he's such a young QB and Bill Belichick really just doesn't care, I think that his confidence is already shattered. I predicted what would happen to Carson Wentz after what Ron Rivera did. You got to go to Heineke eventually because, dude, they built the shrine in the Eagle. Dude, I don't think you got... Bro, he got drafted to the Eagles. Carson Wentz almost had an MVP season. Okay? Blew out his knee. This dude, Nick Foles, comes in. They win the Super Bowl. There's a shrine built for him. His confidence is shattered. Then he goes to the Redskins now, and then the coach is like, yo, you suck, pretty much. Right in front of the whole world. So this situation right here with Mac Jones, although we were told that they would be playing together, that's not what we all thought. And we're like, we kind of call like, come on, Bill. Like, you know what I'm saying, Bill Belichick? Come on, bro. Like, we already know what you're doing. You're done with them. You're frustrated. The team is not playing the way you thought that they would be playing. And there's a lot that, goes into it. All right? There's a lot that goes, because right now, I don't think Bill Belichick is coaching for his job. I think that he's already, he's probably one of the, I think he's one, I don't want to say he's one of the greatest coaches in NFL history, obviously, from, being a defensive coordinator with the, the New York Football Giants to where he's been right now. Is just really bad when you see all of these, you see these teams beat on them. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it gets really, really bad. And at this point, you just don't know which way to go, because if you can't fire Bill Belichick. I don't think that would make sense. I think Robert Kraft has a lot more respect for him. Some of you guys were saying, you know what, it's time for them to move on from Belichick. I don't think he would get fired. I think he would have to retire, and they would negotiate it to make it, look very formidable, because you can't do that to Bill for all he's done for the actual organization, the dynasty that he created there, along with Tom Brady. But it's time to move on. At this point right now, he got his son doing stuff like dude, you're not winning. So how do you got your son being this coordinator, dude? That team is awful. They suck. All right, the Patriots are a horrible football team right now. It happens, but we got to figure out, going forward, what's the best move. And this is where these are those middle areas where everything gets bad. You know what I'm saying? It just becomes a situation where you had a quarterback for so long that position, which is the most important position, was held down by Brady. And then now he's just, he's gone and he's going through his own drama. And then you're going through a lot more. So as far as the Zappy and the Mac Jones, I would just stay with Zappy. And that'll be it. All right. Mac Jones, I'm done with you. I've been done with Mac Jones for a while because I watched him. I've seen enough. I don't think that he's the guy for that team. All right. Now, when we take a look at the Bears and Justin Fields, I saw a lot. From Justin Fields last night. And just briefly, I liked it, bro. I liked the way that he came out. He had some bad plays and certain things didn't go his way, and he just came back out, and it was like ridiculous amount of unanswered points. Now, Roquan Smith is a primary reason that they won the game. Let's not act like defense didn't play a role. But if Justin Fields can play like this, guys, I don't. That's why I focus more on the Patriots, because you're dealing with two different type of franchises. All right, the Patriots just recently just became losers, right? The Bears haven't been good for a while. You know what I'm saying? Jay Cutler, you guys remember that guy, bro? Like, that guy used to come out there with the biggest arm and just throw Stevies all game. The Bears have been struggling for a very, very long time. We're way past the Mike Ditka and the 4-6 Bear and all those good things. So right now, they're more of a team that people look at as, up and coming rebuilding. You don't think about rebuilding because the Patriots have been so good for so long. And looking at the way Justin Fields played last night, if he can play with that type of confidence, throw the ball, zip it in, make those plays, run when he has to. When he rolled out and it was almost sacked and came back, rolled to the right, came back, cut to the left, throw those lasers. If he's able to do that, the Bears have something to look forward to. I think that's what the Niners were looking for with Trey Lance as well. So, the Bears fans, I don't really think, the North is going to be yours, because I think the Packers may figure it out somehow. Because Aaron Rodgers is still good. His receivers are just young, and they're dropping every pass thrown to them. So we have to wait to see how it works out. But if the Bears are going to play defense like that, it's going to be a really scary time. All right? But I don't think that this was something that was like, like a miracle or something that was just like it wasn't supposed to happen. I think the Bears defensively just outplayed the Patriots, who was a much less of a team than we actually thought they were. And that's ultimately what it was. Let me know your ideas on what you think Bill Belichick is thinking about those quarterbacks. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. Until next time, one love, y'all.